What is up, everybody? Star Wars Dad back for another video. Today we got something a little different. I was kind of getting tired of playing meta decks, and then I'm just really getting tired of playing against Sabine Green and Boba Yellow all the time, and just hearing about them all the time. So I wanted to try something a little different. So this deck is like a culmination of different decks that I've played recently, and then ideas and cards that I liked from them combined. So it's really a lot of it is from both the Boss Green deck and then the Han Yellow deck. It's kind of like a combination of those decks, and then it kind of plays like Boba Yellow to a certain extent, except it has ECL and ramp, and then it has life gain. But as far as like tempo, the style of play, like early, it feels similar to Boba Yellow to me. But it's been surprisingly good. I kind of just wanted to find a way to make Mando good, and so I really like Bounty Hunter's Quarry, and especially with Mando's ability, because, and I still misplay this, I'm still getting used to playing this correctly, so I'm sure I'll misplay it while playtesting. But so what you do on turn one, a good turn one play, is play Greedo and then play Bounty Hunter's Quarry on your opponent's unit to get it out there, and then immediately on turn two just kill that unit and then get a free 3-drop, and then play another 3-drop on turn 2 to gain an advantage on your opponent. It's pretty cool. It's also just really good to just kind of sneak in here and there, because we have a lot of ambush units in this deck, and it also serves the purpose of exhausting a unit that has 4 or less HP in general. So that's just really good early on, just to kind of play that card. That's the part that I misplay, is I forget that it does that, because I'm just so focused and excited about getting the free 3-drop that I forget to do that sometimes, or forget that that's the main reason why it's in here, is that it does 2 things for me in this deck. So it's like really good in here, because it's, you know, we're not focused on upgrades in this deck. That's not the focus. It's just like a subtle way to gain tempo and exhaust units. But it's really nice because the 2 cards that we're using, the upgrades that we're using, are very helpful for the deck to take over the game. So, you know, early game, that's, you know, that's a good play. Spark Rebellion on turn 1's a great play. Price on Your Head's a great play. Cloud Rider's a great play. Turn 2, we're usually looking to like ambush in a Consortium or a Sundari. That's usually what we're ECLing in this deck. So we're ECLing a lot of times on turn 2. I mean, we just want to gain life and slow down the aggro decks, and then get a life gaining unit established on the board, which is nice. Occasionally we're going to resupply, but that doesn't usually happen. That's more for control matchups potentially, or you know, resupply might come in handy, like, you know, turn 5 resource or 6 resource turn, we might squeeze that in there. So then that's kind of, you know, that's your typical turn 2 play, and then you're going like basically either spare the target, Modded Cohort into Traitorous, and Traitorous has just been phenomenal, and Traitorous was a card that I had played in the Boss Green deck, and I was like, I need to be playing this in all my green decks. It's just really strong right now. And it just feels great in here because we have Bounty Hunter's Quarry and Traders, and those cards felt so good together in Boss Green that I was like, let's try them in here. And just also remember too that Traitorous is an upgrade, so it exhausts a unit and we steal a unit, which is another reason why it is so amazing in here. And then we're going into things like U-Wing and Han Solo when we get to 7 resources. And then of course U-Wing, we have a lot of good targets. We have a bunch of 3-drops. We have Greedo and Cloud Rider, and we also have Modded Cohort as a target, and then Han Solo occasionally. So that's like a really strong way to pivot the game in our favor as well, if we aren't already. And then Han Solo has just been really good right now because of its ability to just come in and kill just about all the big threats that we're worried about and not take any damage. And then our very top end, we have Home 1. It goes great with U-Wing because we're gaining subtle life from all of our units, and then Reinforcement Walker as well as a way to just get card advantage and gain life. But let's kind of break down the list and kind of, this deck is like at face value, you're like, yeah, it looks okay. But then when you start playing it, you're like, Okay, this deck is pretty good. My opponent's probably getting really annoyed. So Greedo is our one resource card. Greedo's just good because it can do up to 5 damage. It's a good turn 1 play, like I said, with Bounty Hunter's Quarry. And it's just nice to squeeze in on random turns to help us, get board advantage and just to kind of play defense early. We're typically trying to just play defense early. Against like Control, we're going to be more aggressive. We're going to be pushing damage as much as we can with Surprise Strike and those cheap units. Bounty Hunter's Quarry, of course, is like one of the keys to this deck. It exhausts a unit, and then when we kill that unit with one of our ambush units, usually, or ECLing something on turn 2, or a little later potentially, then we're getting the benefit of that and finding a free 3-drop most of the time. 3 Spark of Rebellion, of course, is great at just removing key pieces of removal from our opponents, or just key cards like Fet's Fire Spray or Lurking TIE Phantom just before they hit the board, so they are not a threat. So in a sense, it's a form of removal, is the way I look at it. Against Control, we're taking away their removal. Price on Your Head helps us ramp. It also helps us, we can exhaust a unit. It's still good to play it on turn 1, even though the unit's already exhausted, most likely. But, it also serves as a way to exhaust things later in the game and ramp up when we need to. And again, in testing, that's another card that I still haven't fully maximized playing it correctly, because this is a brand new deck, so like I'm still working the kinks out of this, but it's been surprisingly good. 3 Cloud Rider, of course, is just a great turn 1 play to just remove a ground unit. Also, just in middle of the game, mid rounds, we're just using that card to come in and just kill things. It's also just good for U-wing, because we can grab like a Cloud Rider and a Modded Cohort and just kill 2 things on the ground if we're behind and we need to play more defense with our U-wing versus close the game out. 3 Echo Base, that's like kind of a maybe card in here. I would say that's the card that I'm like least like in the deck. I definitely think it's good against decks like Boba, because it just forces them to deal with it and not push damage on her face. But I still like it for the U-wing. But I could see that being a flex spot where we put something else as this deck evolves and gets better. The 3 Consortium's been really good. It's really nice to get with the U-wing and the Home 1. It's really nice just for that subtle life gain throughout games. Same with Sundari. Both of those cards have been really, really key in a lot of these games early on. And just kind of getting things slowed down and keeping the damage on our base low, so that we can get to our big stuff. 3 Resupply, of course, for ramp. The 3 Falcon. Falcon is a card that occasionally... So Falcon is great with Price on Your Head, for 1. Okay? Not Price on Your Head, I'm sorry. With Bounty Hunter's Quarry, for 1. So that's like an amazing find. If we find a Falcon, then we can immediately either kill their space unit or just attack their face. That's really nice. Against Control, obviously we're looking for Falcons early, because we want to push damage as much as we can with Surprise Strike and just getting damage on their face. A lot of the games that I've play tested with it, though, I don't like it early because I don't want to pay the tax for it. I like it more mid game and more like U-wing or Bounty Hunter's Quarry, where I get it for free. So that by that point the tax isn't really affecting me. Obviously, if it's a play like against like a Sabine deck, for example, where I get a Bounty Hunter's Quarry and I get to immediately kill an A-wing, then that's like an amazing Bounty Hunter's Quarry. So that's been really nice. Sundari, as I said, it's a great ECL target. It still is just stays alive with most of the time when we ECL it in, and it just gives us that steady life gain early in the game to help us to stabilize. Spare the Target has been awesome in here with the bounties. Just being able to waylay a unit, put a bounty on it, waylay it, and get the bounty immediately is awesome. Such a good card. I wish there were more bounties that I could play that made a lot of sense, like for that Echo-based defender. Like Wanted is like okay, but it's not really what I want in here. If it said you get 2 additional resources for the turn, then yeah, but it just says you get to untap 2 resources, so it's kind of like okay. The 3 Modded Cohort, of course, have been just really good at helping us to finish off units that we want to kill, big things. And then, of course, one of the MVPs of the deck is Traitorous. Traitorous is just so good against certain decks. It's great at stealing Sentinels. It's great with Bounty Hunter's Quarry and just our tempo, and just like getting things to be very one-sided in our favor. And it's just a really good, strong mid-game card. Like, most of the decks that we're playing against have 3 drops or less, and they're just trying to push damage. That's just where the meta's at. So right now, 3 Traitorous just feels amazing. So mid-game, like I said, we're using Spare the Target, Traitorous. Then, of course, our end game is U-Wing, you know, just to either push damage or play defense with our ambush units, or Falcon in space if we need to immediately attack something. Han Solo, again, is just incredible at defense, just keeping things off the board and not taking any damage. And then eventually we use it to close the game out. I love that card, and it's just been really good in here. And then Home 1 and Reinforcement Walker are big boys to kind of close things out, gain life, and just kind of completely take the game away from our opponent after we've tempoed them out. In this sideboard, we have 2 Grogu for aggro matchups, for Boba, for Sabine, just to kind of add to that tempo. I originally had it at 3, but I really wanted to have 3 Home 1s in the deck, because I just feel like the way that I play this deck and how we have a lot of cheaper units, that Home 1 just really does a good job of keeping our board wide and being able to gain life from different angles. And it's just another way to deal with control. 2 Waylays to add to our 3 Spare the Targets with the tempo plays. The 2 Syndicate Lackeys coming against Sabine, probably against Boba too. So we're, you know, and the plan would be to take out Resupply, keep Price on your head, use Price on your head to exhaust a unit, and then kill the unit, ramp up into Syndicate Lackey so that we can immediately kill the Sabine on the same turn that it flips, is the plan. It makes sense in theory, so we'll see how it plays out. I haven't got a chance to, you know, haven't put that card in the main board yet to play it out, but 2 Change of Heart is going to be coming in mid-range and control to the theme of stealing our opponent's units and just gaining tempo and momentum. And as we're pushing damage, Change of Heart's going to come in handy. And then the 2 Home 1 to help us replenish our board alongside the 3rd copy and the 3 U-Wing Reinforcement and the 3 Sparker Rebellion. And even Reinforcement Walker's good. Traitorous is good against control. And then just the early pressure, the Bounty Hunter's Quarry is going to be so-so, I would say. Price in your head's going to be so-so against control. So those are cards that, you know, you might take out depending on what kind of control it is. But yeah, I mean, this deck has been really, really fun, and I just, you know, wanted to give you guys something a little different to try, because I think everybody's just talking about meta-relevant decks lately, and I wanted to talk about something that's a little off the wall, but it's been very competitive. And, you know, I'm excited to get in some games and try this thing out. It's been doing really well in testing so far. But as always, please like and subscribe. We are really close to the 2,000 mark. I greatly appreciate all the support you guys have given me. You guys have been awesome. Make sure to go on the community page and comment on a 2,000 subscriber giveaway with the decks that you're most excited about for this new set. But as always, let's get in some games and see how this deck performs. All right, playing against Boba Green this time. No mulligan. I like her hand. I like Sundari for early life gain. I like Cloud Rider on 1. Falcon is an option here. Resupply is not a bad option either, because for the Boba flip turn we want to have a plan to try to take out Boba as quickly as we can. Spare the Target is good. I like having Falcon as an option in space too, if there's something that comes up. I think we gotta let Surprise Strike go, and then I guess Resupply. We're just gonna play more tempo, I think, early. Just try to... Well, that's not fun. Is it? Gets the shield off, though. Sure. Yeah, we'll take the 2, and then we'll ambush in Sundari to remove it. It's fine. Fine with that. So especially because we're not playing... I mean, another one of these makes me want to consider that as well, just because it helps us. Spark is good. Again, though, we're choosing between Spark and Falcon, I think. Resupply is something I want to have on my as a potential play here. Especially if he resupplies this turn. But, I mean, if we're Sundariing, then that's going to be hard to do. I think we're going to use spare the target for anything in space. I think that's the... We're going to need that for, like, Fett's Fire Spray turn. Okay, we take the 2. Okay, let's just... Oops, wrong way. That's what I was trying to do. Playing against the Stallion here. ECL in the Trooper, okay, cool. It's a good ECL play. I haven't seen many people use the Trooper in Boba, but I guess it makes sense if you're playing like with Vader. We could spare the target that. I wish these two worked together. Collect that unit's bounties. I'm sorry, they do work together. I was thinking of something else. So we're probably doing Bounty Hunter's Quarry, spare the target here. Or we're just sparing the target to prevent the damage, and then we're going to put the bounty on the unit that spare the target again next turn. I think that's pretty good. I want to save Spark as a possible way to remove Fett's Fire Spray from his hand next turn, since we're going to be sparing the target. We're just trying to slow down the damage. We have a lot of life gain later in the game, especially. Like I said, this deck plays similar to Boba Yellow, the Mando deck, because the bounties tempo things out. I could have played the bounty on him first, I guess. Wouldn't have been the worst thing ever. Yeah, I keep forgetting that that does that, where it exhausted him, so I could have done it that way, actually, and then collected the bounties. So that was a misplay. I don't think we need that. Are we taking 3? Are we playing Traitorous? I don't really want to play Traitorous on this. It has to be a unit, right? I don't know why it keeps giving me the opportunity to play other cards. Yeah, so we're gonna play the Falcon, and then we're gonna play Spark of Rebellion. Yeah, I could have done this last turn. That was a misplay for sure. That was stupid. I definitely messed up because I wasted 2 of those on 1 unit. And I actually could have done it where they didn't do any damage to me. Okay, he waylaid me. Alright, I'm gonna Spark and get rid of... Boba Fett's armor is probably more of a problem than Phantom at this point. Especially because we have Falcon. You can also Traitorous. Okay, we're gonna take 4 here. We're getting closer to Greedo, so we're just gonna Traitorous Greedo. No, not exhausting anything. Just gonna let it die. Price on your head. Okay. Take out Boba. Get Boba out the game. Okay, that's a card. Yep, sure. Okay. It's okay if he attacks into us again, that's fine. Now we have Han or Ewing here. Yeah, we'll just use Han here. If he attacks us, if he doesn't, we just kill him. Okay, that's fine. Just take out Enfy's Nest, get a Han on board. We're starting to turn things around. Ewing is a really good card. Okay. Claim initiative. Kill Boba with Han. We're just going to keep their units off the board as best that we can. At this point, we're at a good place where we don't need to resource anything. Boba can kill Han, so we have to take out Boba immediately. And then we're just like reinforcement workers, the card that we're looking for also. So we'd probably be at like 4 damage right now if we had not misplayed earlier, which does make a difference, but I think we're okay because we're getting into our big payoffs now. Okay, so we're just gonna kill that. Han is an amazing card for tempo. Okay, that's cool. We're just gonna play Ewing here and get in for some things. I think double Consortium is pretty good, especially with a Greedo because we can get rid of the other Greedo. Yes. Oh, that would have been so sweet, you know, if I was able to discard with Greedo. But it does. Oh, ground unit. Okay, there's the card. Okay, I think we can let Sundari go now. We have the initiative, so we're gonna go. Boom. Gain 2 life. Okay, sure. We're gonna go Spark here, I think. Take away their biggest threat, which is Crafty Smuggler, actually. And then we're gonna Traitorous Boba Fett. This deck has been pretty disgusting. Yep, opponent's done. It's like tempo with Traitors. Like it's kind of good, man. It's kind of getting me a little excited here. All right, up against Sabine Red. I like our hand. Got a Bounty Hunter's Core, a Greedo turn. I think we're gonna hold off on Ewing. I really don't want to let go of this. I think this could be useful. But the other option is we don't keep this or this. I'm gonna keep the resupply and the Ewing. Spare the target is useful early. So it's either. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go Ewing because Bounty Hunter's Core is kind of like our board advantage early card. So. Play Greedo first. Okay, I feel like this should be a good matchup for us, but we'll see. Okay. Cloud Rider's good. So if he goes face, we just go Cloud Rider here. Could also just play second Cloud Rider in I'm sorry, second Greedo after we attack him with Greedo, and play Cloud Rider to attack into something else. I kind of like that because it puts us at 3 units to them having 0. Especially we have this ability. Let's be greedy. Sometimes it's good. Okay. So we will put a second one on there and pass. Okay. So if he has a way to kill Greedo, we just Cloud Rider. Okay. Either way, I think it's worth Cloud Ridering. Because we get to search a bunch. Okay, Falcon is definitely good, because we can kill that immediately. And then... probably Echo Base. Yeah. Nice. Disgusting. Alrighty. That was a good turn. Yeah. We're gonna keep Han at this point. We're gonna let go of Greedo. The first thing is attack in with Echo Base. Okay. Sure. I think we are going to try to use Greedo to kill Sabine here with Surprise Strike. It's an option. We also could just go in for 6 more damage. The thing that I would worry about, though, is that they have a Dark Saber. And that could catch them up to being far behind, so... Okay, we're gonna pass. I'm not even going to take chances with trying to hope that we draw into something with Greedo. I'm just going to use Surprise Strike to make sure it's dead. If he flips it here. If he doesn't flip it, that's still good for us, like... because we're getting closer and closer to Mando flipping home, so... Okay, well that's a good card. So is he killing Greedo or Echo Base? Greedo. Oh, so he killed Echo Base, okay. Again, we're just gonna pass. Aggression is a good card. Okay, he didn't play it, which is cool. Easy choice again. We're just gonna stall. Same, yeah. I mean, I keep drawing all these Greedos. It'd be nice if we drew something else, like a Cloud Rider or something, but... Again, we're about to be to Han Reinforcement Walker, so we're in solid shape. Greedo's just sitting here with the Surprise Strike waiting in the wings. I don't care about that card at all. Just care about Sabine. Okay. I don't think we need 2 Surprise Strikes here. I think at this point we're going to have to attack him with Greedo if he doesn't. We could just... I don't know, we'll see what he does. If he trades with us, that's fine. If he doesn't, we'll just wait to play spare the target and then pass again. Okay, he's just doing that, okay. Do I want to discard Greedo for 2 damage on his face? No. I just want to Spare the target so he can't get in for damage. We're going to flip Mando and then surprise strike into Sabine. It might even have been better just to go ahead and flip. Yeah. Yeah, because we're guessing that he probably has the Darksaber here. But the Darksaber could have gone on the Mando too, though, so... Yep, there it is, as expected. So we take our 7, then we just immediately kill him with Han. Which is, we're okay, we're in decent shape. Okay, nice. Bye-bye, Sabine. So we have a 4-powered unit that's probably going to die to anything that he uses, an aggression, daring raid, and then we have Han Solo. Okay, there's that. Okay, yep. And claim the initiative. Now we have Reinforcement Walker. So we're just going to play Reinforcement Walker, start gaining life, and then we'll use Han to remove anything he puts on the ground. 2 aggressions and a Darksaber. He's drawn all the gas. If he plays a unit on the ground here, we'll just kill it with Han immediately before we play Reinforcement Walker, just to prevent any further Darksaber plays. Yeah, so we're just going to kill that first with Han. We're just trying to stabilize our life total to get it away from a deadly range, which it is pretty close to that right now. Like once we get close to 20, that's bad. Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay. Drop one of those. Okay, go there. See what he plays. Okay. Now we're just gonna. Now we're just gonna heal 3. Go down to 14. Okay. And the initiative. Okay. That's amazing card that we just drew there. I think we're just gonna pass on that. 8 resources is usually like our happy spot here. So just gonna Traitorous. But he does play Fang Fighter to get the Fang Fighter back, right? So either way though, I think we'll be okay. I'm sorry, what? I was gonna say, what happened now? So we're just using Han and Reinforcement Walker to kill anything on the ground. And we can use Cloud Rider as well. We can also just use Cloud Rider here if he doesn't immediately attack in, just to start closing the game out. Not sure what our opponent is doing. Okay, the 3rd aggression. Wonderful. Defeat both of the upgrades and do 4 damage to something. It's nice when you draw all 3, isn't it? It's literally the only card that's keeping him in this game right now. Draw my 3 best cards. But again, it doesn't matter too much. Okay. I'm gonna use... No, I'm gonna use Han to kill that. Then I'm going to use Falcon to kill the Fang Fighter, and then I'm going to use Reinforcement Walker to close the game out. Not too worried about a Spec Force soldier. Alrighty. Home 1 is pretty redonkulous. Can get back Falcon or Echo Base, okay. Sure. No, we don't need any more things. We're just trying to get out of range of dying. I think this will just do it. Yeah, let's get back a Falcon attack in. Close the game out and gain some life. Good game. Mando green. Come. Alright, looks like a solid hand playing against Bane green here. So we can go Cloud Rider into Echo Base into Cohort. So let go of. I mean, Echo Base is good. I mean, we do expect to play a long game, right? See if they play something silly. That's fine with me. I am fine with that. All day. Every day. So, what are we letting go of here? I mean, I like my space units. I like being diverse. I like these two better than Cloud Rider, so... Well, that's silly. I don't want to give them ramp if I don't have to. So... just establish the Consortium. Falcon gets in for 3. But then we're out of tax. I don't really want to do the tax right now. Okay. Bounty Hunter's Quarter is good. Traitorous is good. We could play... Modded Cohort's not really what we want here. Bounty Hunter's Quarry is nice. Because we can definitely put that on with laser tech. So that we can benefit from it, just like they benefit from it when it dies. Probably gonna let Falcon go for right now. It's not a card I want at the moment. I want that later. Yeah, he can McClunky us, so let's just get in for damage first before we do anything. Okay. Let's put a Bounty Hunter's Quarry on our boy. Past exhausted, which is nice. Gotta love that, right? Okay. Cool. Okay, so now when Echo Base Defender takes a hit, we can Cloud Rider the Evazan and then play something else afterwards, like a Traitorous. I actually like Traitorous. I just don't want a Traitorous that. So we can play Cloud Rider into one of those two. Han's going to be really powerful this game. I think Traitorous is the card we want here. Okay, so he's Cloud Ridering us, which is interesting. So then... we want a Traitor as the Evazan? Not really. Not really. I really don't want to screw myself over with that card. I hate that card so much. Wish we'd have kept that second Cloud Rider, right? You can't do any tricks if the Evazan's out there. If he gets Cad Bane, or if we play a unit, and we can take the. Let's just take this shield off of this, just to make it vulnerable to dying, so that he wants to get it out of play sooner, like this turn potentially. We're just gonna claim the initiative here. Okay, that's a good card. So it gets Cad Bane out, which is not, you know, not my favorite. Okay, we're either going to Traitorous. I think we have to Traitorous something. I just really don't want to Traitorous that card like, at all. I do want to do this though. Kill the Evazan, get my full force back, and then if he plays something else I can Traitorous it. That feels better. We're still gonna take 6 damage here, which is not great. Especially if he plays a Darth Maul here, or that. Again, it's just Traitorous is not the card we want. I mean, I'll totally attack into Cad Bane and take that trade all day. Yes. Choose a card to play. I can't. Just claim the initiative here, and then that was a weird series of plays by our opponent there. I honestly thought they were going to do something much different. All these cards we have in our hand right here are amazing. So we were able to play. I don't know what just happened. Okay. We're just gonna play Han and kill. Or play Home 1 and get back Echo Base. Let's play Han and kill, I think, first. Just to force him to have the Darth Maul and he'll die. Which is fine. We'll take that trade because we have fire in our hand. And if we're able to get home 1 down next turn with the Han Solo on board, then that should put us in really good shape. Okay. Gets in for 4. If he chooses to ambush, which he did not. Okay. Interesting choice. I am not getting rid of a single one of these cards. Look at that hand. That's insane to the membrane hand. We are going to just go in for 6 though, because he's trying to just take Han out with McClunky and stuff like that. So I think he's used 2 McClunkies now, right? Yeah. Okay. That's totally fine. I'll take that trade all day. We're at 8 resources, so we can still only get back a... I mean, I kind of like Consortium, honestly. Just to have 2 ways to gain life. Game 3 life with Consortium and 2 with Home 1 is pretty strong. Let Consortium take a damage. And the initiative. We don't need price on your head anymore. This is a 4 resource unit. We We play Ewing here. We can get in for that, or we could just kill him with Han again. What's better here? To go Modded Cohort Falcon? I think so. Han's good too, though. But I like diversifying my board and just removing his. So it also gives me more ways to gain life with Hum 1's ability. Gotta say, this deck has actually been really good. Just trying something different. I've been playing so many meta decks lately. I just wanted to try something a little different that I created on my own, and it's been pretty fun. I always like making my own things because I get really tired of seeing the same decks over and over again. Like, I'm so tired of seeing Boba Yella and choose a card to discard. We don't. Okay. Good game. I guess our opponent was just throwing in the towel, which I totally get, but he could have just let us play it out if you're swinging for 13 damage here and gain, oh, what, 3, 5, 6 life? Go down to 2, so it'll be 22 to 2, so. Yeah, that's pretty sweet though. I mean, Cad Bane's a very good deck, so. Alright, up against Moff Tarkin Yellow here. It's a mulligan. No. We have Bounty Hunter's Quarry into... this is going to be relevant. We have Bounty Hunter's Quarry into Consortium to ambush something right away. That's going to be a good play. This is going to be relevant, but it's a ways off. We do have other forms of life gain. I think I'm going to do this and what's going on here? What are these texts? Oh, I don't know what's going on there. That's people watching or something? Or they're like in our game? So I was like, who are these people talking? Oh, J-Man. Who is Raz 3? Okay. I really got to start planning to use my bounties as a way to exhaust units. It keeps like slipping my mind. Okay, resupply, Cloud Rider. I mean, we're just flying in with Consortium here, right? And just gaining a 3-drop. I'm gonna let Cloud Rider go. I want all the life gain stuff. We have, we have the other thing for next turn, so that's good. Yeah, get a Sundari down is nice. Trade a unit, get a 3/3. Okay. Claim initiative, nice. Cool. Okay, I'm not letting the second reinforcement walker go. That is too important at this point in time. Might just be resupply here. Alright, we're gonna just trade favorably with that, and then we can modded cohort anything on the ground. If they don't play anything on the ground, we'll probably just play another Sundari, just to keep our life total in check until we get to reinforcement walker. Okay, Phantom most likely. For 5. Yep. So next turn we could Sundari slash Spark, which is what I want to do, so I'm okay with that. Since our life total's at 5, like it's not that bad, and they don't have a unit on board, so. Bounty Hunter Score is good. Also as an option here. I think because of their ability to just really damage us, I want it to gain life as much as possible. I probably should have sparked there, that would have been smart. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that. That was a mistake. That's okay. Barrage is kind of a problem, so is another Phantom. There's a lot of good cards in their hand right now. I think we're just going to take the Barrage and go wide. So it really wouldn't have mattered. They still would have played a Phantom, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to go in for 4. Play Sundari. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, the Phantom. Okay, we do have a home 1 coming here. And a Reinforcement Walker. Those are both good. Both of our units are going to die right now. Or come pretty close to it if they don't. We can swing it for 4, 3. We can kill that. And then get a 3-drop down. Well, if he doesn't kill them both. Could also resupply here. Resupplying is good too. I think we're gonna have to resupply this turn though. I think that's just the best thing we can do. Gets us to the stuff that can gain us life. Probably should have swung it with Sundari there. I keep messing up, man. Okay. That's okay though. Okay, we'll take 7. That's a good amount. But we do have home 1 coming, so next turn. And we can... Oh. Taking 9. Okay. Resupply. Okay, he can clear our board. He still hasn't used his Barrage, right? Yeah. Okay, what's better here? Reinforcement Walker? Could spare the target work? I don't think so. This can be chemistry. No, it can be spared the target, I think. We'll see. Surprise strike. You can do 9. Yeah, there's the Barrage. Okay. He kills Mandalorian, or he kills Sundari. I don't know. Okay, does it work on that? Yeah, it does work. Can't be damaged, but it can be sent back to your hand. Okay. Sure, take our 3. Then we're going to play home 1 and get back Consortium. So we have multiple ways to gain life. Okay, I don't think we need... We don't need to do anything extra here. We can just keep all these cards. But we're going to play... home 1 though, because we know he has the Phantom and he's trying to go in space. We'll play 2 things in space this turn. Next turn we'll play the Reinforcement Walker. Take our 3. Okay, playing initiative. I think the worst thing could have is triple dark raid. Okay. That's not bad. So we're gonna go... This has restart 2. Traitorous is nice here. Also... We don't need price in our head at this point. So I need to kill some things. So let's kill the Phantom first. We have the initiative, right? So we're going to gain 3 life, go to 13. Nice. Frozen Carbonate, that's fine. We're going to play Traitorous on that. Oops. Undo. Traitorous on that, and then we're gonna pass. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we're gonna Exhaust that. That's disgusting. Oh my god, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. I didn't even realize it did that. Alright, good lord, this deck is good, actually. Okay, this deck is good. This deck is good. We're just going to claim the initiative, kill, trade with Consortium, gain 3 life. And look at that. We have Ewing or Reinforcement Walker as our options here. Holy shnikes. I think I really like this deck. I haven't seen a single person play this deck. We're gonna go face, gain a life, exhaust an enemy unit. Okay, then we're gonna go face, gain 3 life, barrage. Okay, sure. You've got a shield and a barrage. How many traders have we used now? Just the one? Okay. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Oh, didn't get it. It's okay. Could play Ewing plus Consortium. I think that's pretty good. Just to re-establish our board, yeah. So we'll go, we can go Echo Base Greedo Consortium, or just get a Han out there plus a Consortium. I like spreading it wide, especially because we have another Consortium in our hand. It's great, and especially because we have the home one out there. It makes more sense to go wide right now. And then we just drew a Han anyways, so who cares? Spare the target is a card. Hey, it's Darth Maul. Get in for 4. Okay, so we're gonna play Han. And just kill Darth Maul. Gain a life. Okay. We're gonna go face for 3 so that we can just close this game out. Sure. And that's a good game. Good game. I think I like this deck, man. It's been incredibly strong. Like 30-4 against Tarkin. Tarkin's good, man. And we destroyed a couple of these other decks too. So back for the post-game wrap-up. So this deck was really good. It kind of just took over the games. Like Traitorous was a monster. Bounty Hunter's Quarry was a monster. Getting Falcon with Bounty Hunter's Quarry against Sabine Red was sick. That just pretty much just like that was just a destruction. And I love how like in each of the games we kind of got to a place where it was just like our opponent could not put damage on us anymore. Like we were just, you know, just disgusting with how we were dealing with things. It just felt like very much like the game just completely tilted in our favor at a certain point in most of those games today. I felt like our ability to recover from things that our opponent did to try to stop us was really good. Traitorous was just so good. Spare the Target was really good. I did make that misplay on the Phase Dark Trooper where I should have just used Price on Your Head to exhaust the unit and then played Spare the Target so that I could have immediately got the Falcon out. and put in damage, but it wasn't like it didn't matter because I think they only got 7 or 8 damage on us, and then at a certain point we just completely took over the game, and Boba Green couldn't even do any damage to us. It was really fun and very surprisingly good. So definitely give me your thoughts if you have any ideas on how to make it better, because like I said, this is a brand new deck, just trying some spice out, and it felt really strong, and it was really nice to see a deck with Mando actually be competitive, because that has been the difficulty I've had with Mando is the deck hasn't been competitive, but because we're not as focused on upgrades here, we're using the best base in the game, we're using ramp, we're using some really strong green cards in this deck alongside some powerful tempo cards. Like this deck feels good. So definitely let me know what your thoughts are. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck and the gameplay, and as always, y'all have a good one and peace out.